The movie opens with young Joey climbing out of her window to get away from her parents' verbal abuse toward her autistic brother Michael. As young as she is brave to sit in the window of this tall building. Cut 20 years later, Joey is awakened by her ringing phone and realizes she's overslept for her job as a window cleaner at Aian Energy. As she is rushing to leave for work, she receives a call from her brother's care home asking her to come urgently. When she arrives at the care home, Joey is informed that Michael has hacked their accounts and leaked information to the local press. Because of that, they are evicting him with immediate effect. Joey has no choice but to take Michael with her to work. They tried to take her bike, but she found out it had run out of fuel, so they took a bus. When they reach the company lobby, Joey asks Michael to wait there and introduces him to Ron, a security guard, who assures her he will keep him company until her shift ends at 6. Joey steps into the elevator, just as Aian Energy's CEO, Jeffrey, and his brother Gerald enter with their assistant, Jennifer. Jennifer briefs them on the final arrangements for the shareholder gala, where they will announce the company's new venture. Moments later, Helena, one of the cleaners, joins them. Gerald sneers at her and mockingly warns her not to go into labor. Joey immediately defends her friend, pointing out that Helena would be home if Gerald had given her proper maternity leave. Joey rushes to the security room where her direct superior, Derek, is waiting, clearly displeased about her being an hour late. As a petty punishment, Derek assigns her to clean bird droppings on the 51st floor windows. She is not a fan of that idea, but she can't do anything about it. She gets strapped and lowers herself slowly to the said window and starts working. While cleaning, she's joined by her friend and fellow cleaner, Noah. He knows about Joey's complicated family history, and she confides in him about Michael getting kicked out of the care home once again for exposing their fraudulent practices. Concerned, Noah asks if her brother is okay. Joey assures him that Michael is fine and mentions that he's downstairs with Ron. In the lobby, Ron serves Michael a hot coffee and briefly leaves to deal with guests parking in a restricted area. Michael seizes the opportunity and slips away. Meanwhile, Gerald makes a call to his assistant, instructing her to take care of the window cleaner who disrespected him. Jennifer assures him she will contact Joey's supervisor. Jeffrey and Gerald prepare for a TV interview where Jeffrey proudly boasts that Aian Energy is leading the market by generating and distributing sustainable energy for a cleaner future. On the outside, Joey and Noah continue cleaning the windows. Just then, Noah hears Derek from his earpiece instructing him to tell Joey to put on her earpiece. When she does, Derek scolds her for angering Gerald. Unbothered, Joey simply replies that Gerald was being a dick. Derek tells her to stop chit-chatting and get back to work. As Noah finishes his shift, he tells Joey to take care of her brother before saying goodbye. Inside the hall, workers prepare with drinks and flowers for the gala. As night falls and Joey is still working, she's startled by Michael's sudden appearance. Annoyed, she tells him to go back downstairs and promises to be done in a couple of minutes. However, Michael snaps at her, accusing her of always trying to control him. He then storms off angrily. Joey informs Derek that she has completed her work, but he tells her she still has an hour left. She argues that she needs to leave and get her brother, but Derek refuses, telling her to wait. Meanwhile, the gala kicks off without a hitch, and Jeffrey is informed that the performers will be arriving soon. Moments later, a black SUV pulls up, and several masked men step out. Joey, finishing her work, asks Derek to activate the lift, but he dismisses her concerns. The masked men enter the gala. Jennifer reprimands the scheduled performers for arriving late, and informs them to be ready after Jeffrey finishes his speech. On stage, Jeffrey warmly greets the audience, cracking jokes to engage the shareholders. Meanwhile, more masked figures storm the security room, shooting Derek and the other employees. Joey, terrified that he is going to leave her out there, apologizes to Derek and asks him to pull her up, unaware of what is happening inside. A woman named Z takes control of the security system. As Jeffrey continues speaking about Aian Energy's commitment to sustainability, one of the masked men starts clapping sarcastically. He then mocks Jeffrey for failing to uphold a single word of his speech. The man then signals to the woman, and she throws a bottle toward him, which he swiftly throws at a wall, triggering a gas that begins spreading throughout the room. It turns out the drink bottles were merely a ruse. The mysterious gas is leaking from them. As the gas fills the air, guests begin collapsing one by one. The attackers equip themselves with oxygen masks. Joey, still outside the building, notices the strange gas flooding inside while Michael, realizing the danger, runs for safety. The attackers get to work, sorting the regular guests from Aian's board of directors, then providing oxygen masks to them. Joey tries to climb back up using her rope, but the task proves difficult. The group's leader, Marcus, interrogates Jeffrey about Gerald's whereabouts. After getting an answer, he sends one of his men to retrieve him. The man finds Gerald and hands him an oxygen mask. Gerald then spots Joey hanging outside the window and suddenly gestures for him not to reveal her position. To Joey's shock, the man removes his mask. It's Noah. Noah swiftly escorts Gerald out of the room. Desperate, Joey signals for help, but no one can hear her. She attempts to jumpstart the lift but fails. With no other option, she lowers a rope, searching for an open window. Back in the gala hall, Marcus introduces himself and warns everyone not to try anything foolish. Joey makes her way toward the main party hall window. Marcus then plays a video showing Aian Energy illegally dumping gallons of waste into water sources and destroying forests. He explains that Aian Energy has been dumping toxic waste into Laguna Terai, devastating the entire ecosystem. He also reveals the story of Elena, a former member of their group who was brutally killed so that she couldn't testify against the organization. Jeffrey tries to negotiate a deal, but before he can continue, Noah suddenly forces a bottle into his throat and chokes him to death. Joey manages to climb back up and into the lift. Marcus, tired of Noah's antics, warns him that this wasn't part of the plan and orders him to stop killing people. Meanwhile, Joey spots a can of flammable spray paint. Thinking fast, she sprays SOS on the window and sets it on fire to attract attention. And it works. Marcus notices a bomb with attached wires. He confronts Noah about it, but Noah dismisses it as an extra precaution. Before Marcus can argue further, Z informs him about the SOS signal outside the building. Marcus deduces that it must be the window cleaner and orders Noah to take care of the matter. He then instructs Z to contact the police and inform them that they have hostages, forcing them to stand down. As the men are distracted, Gerald, seizing an opportunity, makes a run for it. Noah instructs Z to pull Joey up using the lift. However, Joey quickly jams a screwdriver into the mechanism, preventing it from moving. Meanwhile, Gerald is caught by Marcus and his men. Noah arrives but refuses to obey Marcus any longer. Marcus urges Noah to put his weapon down, but Noah suddenly shoots him instead. Now in control, Noah questions Z on the earpiece whether she's with him or against him. After a moment, she tells him she will be on his side. Noah addresses the group, announcing that he is now in charge. Without hesitation, he pushes Marcus out the window, sending him plummeting onto the lift below. Noah then shoots Jeffrey in the leg, and they take him down. Joey spots a gun belonging to Jeffrey and tries to grab it, but the lift suddenly descends and dangles precariously on the edge. Despite the danger, she manages to take it. She's startled when her brother appears, but he quickly hides when he spots Noah emerging from the elevator. Noah, filled with regret, tells Joey that she shouldn't be here. When she asks why he kills people, he replies that it's nothing personal. He then brings her brother into the conversation, asking if he's still around. She lies, saying Michael has left, but Noah isn't convinced. He orders his men to search for Michael. Joey warns Noah to get his hands off her brother, or she will end him. In the meantime, the board of directors starts confessing to their crimes. While all of that was happening, the police were also swarming the area. Noah then gives Joey an ultimatum. She should ditch the silencer and empty the entire clip down the street, or Helena will die. With no choice, Joey fires into the street without hitting anyone, creating chaos. The helicopter locks onto Joey as its target. News reports announce that Aian Tower is under siege. Z is satisfied, knowing the media and police are now focused on Joey. To further throw them off, Noah instructs Z to transfer $32 million from the Milton brothers' account into Joey's account. Meanwhile, Superintendent Claire Hughes is briefed by Inspector Khan about the high-profile hostages inside the building, including the energy minister. Khan informs her that the shooter has been identified as a former SRR member who passed Marine selection, but quit after assaulting a squadmate. Claire orders more background checks, including her social media and financial records. A law enforcement officer named Roy arrives, and Claire tells them they need to establish contact with the shooter. She also notes that if Joey truly wanted to kill people, she would have done so already. Khan reports that $32 million has just been deposited into Joanna Locke's account. Joey tries to grab a phone from Marcus. She loses her balance and ends up hanging precariously from the edge. She dials 911 and is connected to Superintendent Claire. Joey tells her she is not with them and to not shoot her. She introduces herself and tells her that her brother is inside and in danger. Inspector Khan then shows Claire footage of Noah. Though his record appears clean, he is not who he claims to be. He is actually Lucas, a known member of the anti-humanist group. A video shows Noah explaining his belief that humans are a virus that must be eradicated through radical and invasive means. Meanwhile, Noah straps himself with a bomb rigged to detonate if he loses his pulse. Claire calls Noah and asks if he is the one in control. He confirms that he is, and warns her that if his pulse stops, the entire building will explode. Noah then notices 5 officers outside and warns Claire. She quickly orders them to back off, but Noah kills them anyway. Claire calls Joey, informing her that Noah has rigged himself with a time bomb and that they can't get in. Joey is their only option. Joey asks Claire if she should know anything about Noah. Claire responds that he is after confessions and is currently running things from the security area, and informs Joey to be careful of the explosives that are currently coming her way. Claire then informs Noah that Joanna is dead, but he doesn't believe her. Joey asks Claire to have the snipers put a hole in the window. Once they do, she breaks through the window, all the while talking with Claire on the phone. After ending the call, Joey, with Michael's help, is pulled to safety. They quickly escape before being discovered. Meanwhile, Gerald finishes his confession, rounding out the last of them. One of Noah's lackeys later confirms that Joey is still alive. Joey tells Michael that she needs his help hacking into Noah's files. He agrees. Joey and Michael hide in a room. She asks him to stay put while she sneaks out to take a guard by surprise. However, she is ambushed by another enemy. Thinking fast, she and her brother take them down. Z, after ensuring the confessions go live, also releases a video of Noah stating that by the time they see the footage, everyone inside should already be dead. Realizing Noah is completely unhinged, Z attempts to escape but is gunned down. Joey and Michael take control of the security and begin transferring all the information. She calls Claire, warning her that Noah plans to detonate the entire building. Joey vows to lure him out, but asks Claire to take care of her brother. After ensuring Michael is safe, Joey retrieves a gun and confronts Noah. A brutal fight ensues. In the end, she manages to snatch the detonation bomb from his wrist and pushes him down. With the threat neutralized, Claire commends Joey and asks for the drive containing the damning information. Joey lies, saying they don't have it. Claire understands and lets it slide. The next day, Michael releases the files online, and with that, the story ends.